My name is Kona Sesay. Today we can work at the ferry terminal for talk to management and also people where they in authority and then when they were responsible for board people them where they come for take the ferry. Where they talk to them for get for know from them. What thing they do for see that people are not lost at the ferry and what thing they do the awareness where they give them so that they go know say coronavirus is real and therefore avoid body contact and wash their hands before then they embark on the ferry. Now we they go and talk to them people here. Good day to you, sir, and welcome to this interview. You go tell your name and your occupation.
Alusain Darami, the general manager for the Mahera and Grace Gases company.
Okay. You could please tell me how long this Mahera done dey in operation?
Actually, Mahera done in operation for the past 15 years.
Okay. So how has it been like?
Well, at least with the managing job, although easy, but as long as we able for upkeep them running, so I think that the best part down there.
Okay. For let somebody say una get a full ferry wherein people then we una expect the amount of number we for the ferry now in the day, like how much number that can be so?
Well, actually the ferry we get let me say, because it divided into 4 sections. You get the deck, where now for vehicles and the load. They get the second class, where now 2 deck. Then you get the first class, where instead they by your own. So we can load at least between fully loaded between 450 to 500.
Okay. This vehicle they want to load now, how much amount, the amount of vehicles they we want to load actually?
Well, if we get mix, like both cars and jeeps, then if 1 or 2 truck, they will load them 33 to 34 vehicles.
Okay. On a normal basis, like how much time the ferry they run from time to time?
Well, now 5 trips each ferry they do per day on normal basis.
We all know the current situation and the epidemic where they right now. We president the try very hard for see that in no come now we country at all. We know the coronavirus. We know some of the precautionary measures them and awareness when I don't they give to people them out there where they come for board the ferry.
Well, actually, for the past 2 weeks, we been don't take the lead with Port Authority. If you see Nadona, we'll get 2 buckets. We'll get 2 Veronica buckets. They will get thermometer testing machine. We'll get both air and Tagreen. Then at the same time, for now, we don't even reduce the number of trips for make we observe first and see how things they go. Then the government been done ground the flights them first, and we actually the schedule then will be the operator now based on the flights. So that don't even make the passengers then don't drop. Let me say below 40 to 50%.
We all know say you as a person not go able for deal the ferry go and come, but then you go able for know how the ferry they run where it dey presently right now usa you dey. But then when they don't go, when they don't land, for bringing people then come back, how and who that them can they in charge for see that the rules they want don't put in place really active?
Well, as soon as I can see. Before even at the grant this interview, we'll be in another meeting with the safety director of Port Authority with some members then from Port Authority who all done whole joint meeting. So we get port representative then Tagreen for make sure say people adhere to the rules. Also, we get port staff then with we on staff then at the Kissy terminal where we all they try for working in and for make sure say people adhere to the rules. Then also even these meetings so now we don't hold, we they make now a request to the military for let we go get military personnel there on board the ferry, then even now the terminals for make sure say all the rules and regulations where the health ministry say, Lord, we go able for implement them to the letter.
Okay. Earlier on, you mentioned on a reduction of the amount of time with the ferry they left and how much time they come. Like presently, on what basis will the ferry they run?
Well, for now, we get first ferry in the morning at 8 o'clock. Then the second ferry will be 2 o'clock. Then the last ferry will be 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay. How does they affect to our income?
Well, actually, until this not time for sacrifice, because this not so we alone it affect all sectors in this country. One thing the way Mickey always talk, the problem we me the engage for one, the corona now one. But even after the corona, for now we all they pray for Lord not even get one case. But not to here alone for pray for. Lord pray for the entire world. Because anything where they affect any other part of the world, it they affect any other side. So the economic crisis where they behind this corona, now in me they afraid for the economic crisis. You see, so would me no say within according to how are they see things, we get serious economic crisis. So in this case, we all get for sacrifice. We get for take the hit because we not get no other way for escape. We they watch Al Jazeera, CNN, BBC News. The country then where they are ahead of whip and development by everything in the world. We see how then they struggle for cope. Forget about daily life. Forget about saying a wealthy person. Now everybody handed together for fight this virus. So we say ready for do whatever sacrifice it takes we for let we make sure say we keep Salone free from corona.
Okay. Speaking of economic crisis, what if you say need for be done in order for prevent that from happening?
Well, actually, we still get for embrace ourselves as Sierra Leoneans. Let not take advantage, over the situation we don't facing now. We already know say even before this time, things then they're not easy. So how much now like where this don't be that they will get them family them abroad now they're not able for send for them because themselves not they can work. Then say again, pass the government they under now then they sustain them. So then secondly, we know they get ship they know they dock in now because so you find out say the thing that way we get now the thing that way they on storage, especially the food stuff. We know things Sierra Leone we're capable of doing. We know say the prices then get for go up. But no more, we just want to we minimize things. Law not take and say. Now you see during the rebel war, we see some people they then overcharge, they make big money na people but at the end of the day the money not better there. Because anything where you get the wrong way it not go better you. So still with the mid appeal to everybody, Lord we all unite as a nation. Then, Lord, we ready for any eventuality. Lord, we address issues as Sierra Leone as a whole. Lord, not just look, okay, this government, that government. No, Lord, forget about politics. This, not a politics time. So, we get to prepare for the worst. And the worst, it's yet to come because if America, they struggle now for their ends meet, what about we? So, this is not the economic crisis where me they think of. Now that make I they always say this in any forum where they talk about that.
Alright. Speaking of rules, we know that whenever rules are being made, there are always people who are there to breach the rules. And what are some of the measures they want to put in place for see that they want the way they go against the things they want to mention, say now in forbid, the one way they go against them. What do they do to them?
Well, we'll tell God thank you on one thing. Yes, as you say, some people can for bend the rules. But we get a typical example in His Excellency the President, Brigadier Julius Maada Bio. We don't see him on TV. We don't see plenty side, plenty functions where they go now. You know, if they wash in hand, he use sanitizer. So then if the first gentleman of the country, he don't demonstrate that to we. So would that now we, you know, like a year, now make anybody we attempt say where it come, you know, they abide by the rules, or they force you for abide by the rules. Because even like now the terminal manager, you know, it can they attend the last ferry go. If they make sure say they on top of situation, and we serve as operators, we ready for back them up. Now that make we the request for the military presence, because I tell you, one soldier man alone can make a greater difference. So would they go all out? Yes, people in Kindea, I can still remember, like one man once away kind of say, you know, they wash your hand. Well, first I will tell us, okay, if you don't wash your hand, you know they go on board the ferry. So then are some of the measures they will put in place. And where you come for can cross, you just get for adhere to the rules. Where you not agree, will not they allow you on board the ferry.
You think it will ever reach to a point wherein when I will get for stop the movement of all ferries until further notice?
Well, ferry in stop one because like even during the Ebola, when the Ebola really been done struck heavily, the government by then been taught and fit say for stop first the ferry operation until we get things in place where you know, then go able for allow back the ferry, then for start for run. But really, the ferry, the operation been closed for 3 days. Inside that 3 days, they, you know, will be able for meet, we'll hold several meetings, till we been come into conclusion, say only essential staff, that's like the airport workers, because we've been they get, you know, say food supply been they come for away from out. So you need people for then at the airport, so on and so forth. Then after them begin the slack small, because really to be honest with you, during the Ebola time, we've been tell God thank you. Now Feria, both here and Tagrin will not be ever get anyone suspected case. Even when people made the alarm, hey, Ferry they load, Ferry they this, Ferry they that, will not ever get one grain suspected case stay the Ebola done. So would they pray back for that? Now yeah, what we not they pray for make it can at this country. We even want to let it done at the entire world. But they assure everybody, because when they plan for good, you get for plan back for bad as well. Even if that happen, they assure everybody, say by the grace of the Almighty Allah, Corona will not go get an aya.
But then, wasn't that this one particular thing we want to find difficult for implement, but all the things that we don't put in place?
Well, what till they find out for implement more as result of the passengers for let them really go see reason, say themselves for protect themselves. And the way they go for protect themselves, will get enough seats them up na the ferry. Where can you buy your ticket, you go sit down. Let them stop for team up na the railings. Because you don't know who and who. Person go pass and jam you, this jam body. Who says self will not want her? But it just happened, say, we people learn, they know they not want for take control. This run for transport, candle, let me first go, now in the problem. Now that make, we don't ask the authorities then now, for let get military personnel then on board. We are in, then go make sure, say, nobody no go stand na the way of the passage. You know, let me tell you now one thing. Like during the rainy season, I like to load almost 100. You know, go where rain the car. You know, go see one person at the railings or down at na the deck. The side way they for them for sit down, na they then they go sit down. You see, so that now the problem the way we actually they see say it had for control. But this time round, we just want low all give chance within the shortest possible time. Sometimes all these things go be thing of the past. But for now, where it don't dey so, we even want the international community see say we serious for fight against this virus. And this now some of the measures them where we need for implement.
Okay, so what are the message you go send to viewers them out there, and also to them passengers there we get intention for come board the ferry?
Well, the passengers them I want let they always know say one, safety come first. Then secondly, we concern about everybody in health, because the sooner one gets infected, it will able for spread down to hundreds of thousands of people. You see, so for let them they not be we no know with status. Let we always take the precaution with the well-bodied people and they tell we. So, and I tell everybody say the ferry is safe. Like right now, we even they try for increase on the Veronica buckets them with the thermometer machines them. We try for increase them back now the two terminals and make sure say everybody then let's not forget this other thing. During the Ebola time, one thing they back will be introduced. Everybody for wear long sleeve. Everybody. Then they even concept to a time, especially in Atagrin, where people they make trangais. So German them they stop. Would I not get long sleeve? They not they allow on board the ferry. So that be even create business for other people. People they go now, then they go buy long sleeve clothes, then go hang them near outside, then they buy tickets. Because when you not get long sleeve, they know they sell good tickets. So what in the passenger them they do? They all begin wear long sleeve. Would I not get long sleeve? We reach at the terminal, they buy long sleeve clothes. So at least Lord we take them preventive measures there. Till Lord see to the time where God go say everything over.
All right, thank you very much.
Most welcome.
Good day to you and welcome to this interview. Go tell me your name.
My name is Isatu.
Okay, Isatu, I see you till Mapia today. They wait for ferry. How you feel where don't change the ferry in time where they use for run?
I feel bad because don't take the work. I am if you say na 11 o'clock, but they say na 2 o'clock. 9 the ferry they move.
Okay, concerning this current sick way they on now in a coronavirus, where we president try very hard for see that in all kind of the country. What do you feel about that? If it's a good thing, then they implement for wash hands and try for prevent yourself.
Now good thing in the government say more do for wash your hand with soap any side we go if I was here before they enter that place.
Okay, so what in the new done they do in order for prevent yourself from this sick here?
Any also I go and make sure see I was me and I know the church will see no fine for church.
Okay, I see that you they go school?
Yes.
What in the waiting then una can do na school for see that una not get in contact with this disease?
Well, while they reach na gate, Solman they was seeing. Now need in up assembly where you see the was I go inside form you see the where they sit down and not for choke by the seats.
Okay, now I must be the sit down a class.
Na 3.
3 per bench?
Yeah.
Okay, now I must sit down.
2.
Okay, so how you feel as school picking?
I feel fine because okay tight, so they feel hot because na in job they well.
Alright, so what now the message you go send to your company school picking them out there?
May I take time what that they do for so that more prevent yourself from this sick here, and they pray to God may Allah make this sick here no kind of salon.
Alright, thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Good day to you, sir, and welcome to this interview. Go tell me your name.
Yes, my name is Charlie from the Republic of Sierra Leone Air Force. Yes.
I see today you come for board the ferry. How you feel for board the ferry right now when are just 2 shifts then they use or where the time don't change?
Yes, for me, if not the best way then go able for do for let them go able for tackle the waiting self with the right now. I'm okay.
Okay, we all know the current thing where they on now we get for do this coronavirus. As a military officer, with your power and authority where you get, because everybody know how salon man respect soldier man. How una can help for see that people get awareness for say you need for take care of yourself and we get for do with washing of hands and for avoid for shake hands.
Yeah, you just get for sensitize them, talk to them, encourage them, because say the mentality there at times not be the same. So you just get for encourage them for do it at least be able for cool down the situation.
Okay, in a situation where somebody come, but then he not agree at all, he disagree for go by the rules. What if he say need for be done?
We'll use the force. You just get for use the force.
Force in what way?
No, we'll just make you do it for the normal. Not so that brutal or whatsoever. We just at least let do it for the.
Okay, so what if he say need for be done? One specific way if he say need for be done so that people go get awareness.
No, the only thing, like how the thing that happens, so at least Lord be alright this so Lord try for if not so no more we're able to tackle the virus for let it go done. Okay, you go fine. Let people abide to the lay down laws the way them put. Yeah.
We talked to one of the manager of the ferries them. He tell we say one way where in fish say like the rules them go be abided to. Now where they go put soldier man inside the ferry so that they go able for like regulate them very well. What if we say that get for change?
Yeah, it will change a lot because at least Salomon don't respect anybody like any military man. Yes. And even as that and put military man themselves, unless you get to talk to people and politely one, go force them. Because it's not anything, because the mentality them. So you have to cajole people and so that they go do exactly what you do.
Okay, so what are the message you send to viewers them out there?
Yeah, the message you are send to viewers them. Let people just abide. Let them not show any waiting self. Let them just abide to waiting and see for let them do so that if nothing go make or cut down the waiting self, fat thing is okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome there.
Good day to you, sir, and welcome to this interview. Go tell your name and your position at the ferry.
Yeah, you're welcome. My name is Mr. Leone, the assistant terminals manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Currently, we get an epidemic with the one whole world with coronavirus. We go like for now, what are the precautionary measures they want to put in place for see that people can get awareness before they can at the ferry?
Yeah, exactly, because this now we're all concerned. Yesterday we gave a meet with some maritime officers, them, the boat owners, them, port workers, then the ferry operators. We could get two companies, them. We get the Maeda, they get Freetown, we are then Libyans, then they operate. So we put measures in place. If we now look down here so now, we make sure we put people they not the tin up now the railing there at all again. For let them not touch themselves. You must wash your hand first before you enter the ferry. If you dey inside your motor car, we take the temperature, we put am by you, we test the temperature, then we give you sanitizer, you come inside. Then we make sure say people then recognize that social distance. So those are the kind of things that we don't put in place. And right now we send people then right up here now, wait for they make sure the people then sit down. And for that one I say empty benches then. Today then get the cluster themselves, they left all the place for sit down.
Okay. So, who must they go around say? One very key side people they need for like take attention to get for the wheat ferry because people like in Gloucester. So what do you get for say concerning that day? That's the happen presently?
Well, we know they happen so presently because we dey take control of that. Because we say now the gateway we did so, and we dey na the most dangerous part. We just don't talk to the harbour master and the others then concerned. Government don't send soldier man and all other strategic areas, but we not get it. So they ask, let them send soldier man for we go able to put mechanisms in place. Because we tell somebody say wash your hand, it won't affect you. We say nothing up here, it won't affect you. But port now we don't put things in place. Personal protective gears, sanitizers, gloves, all the workers then they do. Now for that one I be see them wash hand basin who they under. Now port provider. Okay. Yeah.
But what in who's like strict measures and I don't put in place for see that una discipline the one them where refuse for like abide to the rules and what in una can do so then where they refuse?
Well, we they work with ports securities, the Sierra Leone police, because all them police posts there, they put them near this place for take care. So if you, example, before you enter the ferry, you for wash your hands properly. If you refuse for wash your hands, we know the sell ticket give you not go enter the ferry. If your temperature dey above 37.5 or so, we see say some with the advice you say wetin happen. You sit down quietly or you don't go change over. If we see say too much, we get other people that will they contact. But we don't see any signs, symptoms of that kind alarming situations than it. Yeah.
So what are the message you go send to viewers them out there, especially the one that we feel say una the one that we dey in authority na the ferry, so not they take any precautionary measures at all for see that everybody there on a safer guide.
We're very much conscious. We were there now, so we still get lives. We get family. We get everybody. We there now for protect the people. Then we not to money we concern. We they represent port. The one the way they run the ferry, even presently then they run the ferry they at loss. So we want let people they know say them pictures then where they go na the media, now social media people then na wrong information and they give people them. Just like I tell you now, when the ferry one go land, but who they call them bath, where one go bath, all man they run for go before. So if you just can't snap before and you don't know what they happen there, you were the outside they afraid. But the ferry is so safe. All them cheer then that way they see first class. Then get life jackets. Then get so many ferry get 2 engines stuff like in anything happens. Say not that they go down no more now automatically. Here is quite safe. Let me give you one important information. From the time where Ebola come, where they cause Allah, do all kinds of things. One case ferry not ever record. Because we take the preventive measures. You wash your hand, we take your temperature, we come over. Sometimes then the spray all them corner. So that is that. We so care about that.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Good day to you and welcome to this interview. Go tell me your name.
My name is Pastor Cyrus Masari.
We see that you day on board now, the ferry for left. How you feel where the time of the ferry in flight don't change?
I feel bad at first because I come around 10:50. Now I reach now. So I'm expected by 11 or 11:30 ferry for the left. And also it affected because I get 1 or 2 things for good do out there. And now I get for wait till 2. From 11, 3 hours I sit down. So it's like most of the things are not boil. But I realize say I'm supposed for day Nalungi by 12:30 or 1 and go about for doing my own business. But at that time I still didn't here. So it's like the changes also affect you greatly.
Okay, but then you feel say in any way that they create a positive effect for see that this coronavirus not come na salon?
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. And we also pray that by the grace of God, we're not going to get any case reported. So I believe so, yes. That one will also help.
Okay. Yes. What are some of the things that we don't do in order for prevent yourself from this disease?
One of the things and we also had to do because we don't hear over the media, don't see all our different countries how they affect the countries. So now they don't put things in place that avoid the crowded place, and one, also avoid shaking of hands, 2, and also when you cough, don't spit out. Because I realize that when you cough, it's a shirt. So also that is a preventive measure, or some of food they take, or majority of food they take. So I also believe that the common man also will do the same, because we will do the same thing. It will also prevent and also help yourself as well. Because one way or the other, also where any case happen, one way or the other, all man get affected. Either you mama or on call or whatever, somebody must deal with sabi. So I believe that this measure all the government try for taking place, for put in place, that will for also ahead to it. Very, very important.
Okay, so what are the message they send to viewers them out there?
So we message I send out to viewers out there that Lord just obey and do what it's for do, because no one is above the government. Whatever thing the government seen at this, just therefore submit to it. Because when you also in the Bible, it did that everybody submit to authorities. So because of that one, you just therefore take the measure, whatever you then take. Lord not take into that, it's about politics. No, not politics. This is now for the citizens of Sierra Leone. So if you're not Sierra Leone here, no say this measure will taking place, it will help you. So I believe say now a good thing.
All right. Speaking of submitting to authority, and as a pastor, let we talk about the president in New Wulwe Igise, all churches for like wait first till further notice for keep service. What do you think say that creates? Is it that it creates a positive effect, or people they out there where they grumble for say you're not supposed to be? As a pastor, what you get for say about that?
I also believe that when you read the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 24, say Christ is the power and the wisdom of God. So not all power, we do also use wisdom. So because of the wisdom that they use, whatever the government see, you just have to adhere to it. Because I also see a case in Zimbabwe where it happens. Some people go to church, I see policemen they beat them. So I also believe that if they listen to what the government say, no one is above it. So you just go admit and do what they tell you for do. But after God, the government, so we just go for accept it and no say that the government. At least they don't take things for put in place for we. So I believe so we just go for adhere to it. Because even this Sunday, they say we're not going for church, we're not going for church services, and we're not go. Because they what in the government, you just have to accept it. Okay. We're not going to church, we don't have also pray and worship God from there. Because of what we lack our own country. So I believe it's a good way for also prevent yourself from that.
All right, thank you very much. Una said don't listen to the manager and different people and whether in authority at the ferry and also some passenger them. But the things that they don't they do for see that this disease not come na Sierra Leone. We bring the program come to you today. My name na Kona Sesay. Till we meet again to another edition of Talk to the Camera, I say have a wonderful time.